Although people have always been fascinated by and envious of riches, our perception of what it means to be affluent has also changed as society has changed. The wealthiest people range greatly in their standards of living, from the middle class to the ultra-wealthy billionaires, each with unique possibilities and problems. The lives of the ultra-rich, or those at the top of the financial pyramid, are frequently veiled in mystery and extravagant living that most people could never dream of. This movie will examine wealth at different levels, with an emphasis on the lavish and enigmatic lifestyles of the ultra-rich. It will also highlight the special traits, rights, and obligations that come with such remarkable financial achievement. The spectrum of wealth. There are various levels of wealth, each signifying a distinct degree of financial independence and lifestyle. The first class, known as the wealthy middle class, is made up of people who have managed their finances sensibly and steadily to attain a decent standard of living. These people are able to afford the nicer things in life, including frequent trips, top-notch education for their kids, and cozy homes, yet they nevertheless keep a close eye on their money. The upper middle class follows, sometimes known as the mass affluent. These people have more substantial assets under their belts, like luxury cars, second residences, and investment portfolios. They enjoy greater levels of financial security and freedom, and they are more likely to be well-run firms with professional degrees. The next class of wealth is represented by high-net-worth people, enigmatic. These are individuals having assets that can be invested ranging from $1 million to $30 million. Enigmatics have access to venture capital, hedge funds, and private equity, among other unique investing options. Their lifestyle encompasses access to exclusive social groups and events, and they frequently own numerous residences, luxury yachts, and private jets. The ultra-high net worth people, enigmatic, or those with investable assets over $30 million, are at the pinnacle of the wealth pyramid. Although making up less than 1% of the worldwide population, this group is heavily invested in the global economy. Enigmatics have access to unmatched wealth and privilege, limitless opportunities, and a world where money is no object. The ultra-rich's secret lives. The world of the ultra-rich is mainly concealed from the general public. They may enjoy a degree of security and seclusion that most people can only imagine because to their wealth. Many ultra-high net worth individuals, enigmatics, take great care to maintain their anonymity, hiding their assets and identities behind trusts, shell corporations, and other legal frameworks. They frequently live in gated neighborhoods, exclusive islands, or compounds with cutting-edge security systems, guaranteeing that their private lives are kept hidden from prying eyes. The ability to enjoy unique events and services that are just out of reach for most people is one of the features that set the ultra-rich apart. For instance, enigmatics may afford private health care, which typically eliminates the need for insurance or waiting lines and gives them access to the world's greatest physicians and facilities. They can take private planes throughout the globe and stay in opulent villas or five-star establishments that provide total seclusion and individualized attention. They have access to the best teachers, coaches, and mentors money can buy, and their kids attend the most esteemed colleges and universities. The very wealthy can also afford to indulge in their interests and pastimes on a large scale. Enigmatics have no financial restrictions on pursuing their interests, which can include collecting rare art, classic cars, or expensive wines. They can order luxury residences, private planes, and boats that are specifically designed to fit their needs. They possess the means to establish charitable foundations, finance scientific research, and sway public policy through lobbying and political contributions. Nonetheless, there are difficulties in the life of the really wealthy. Their extreme riches frequently entails an overwhelming amount of attention and responsibility. Enigmatics have to handle enormous investment portfolios, navigate complicated tax rules, and make decisions that can have a big impact on their companies, workers, and the communities in which they operate. They also have to worry about the possibility of being the target of criminals who view them as profitable targets, like kidnappers, hackers, and extortionists. The psyche of money. An individual's worldview and psyche may be significantly impacted by the acquisition of substantial money. Research has indicated that an increase in wealth might lead to a person's physical and emotional isolation from the rest of society. This seclusion can cause a person to feel more entitled and important than they actually are, as well as detached from the problems and worries of regular people. However, if an ultra-rich person comes from a lowly background, they could feel guilty or anxious about their fortune. Stress and burnout might result from the need to preserve their riches, safeguard their possessions, and guarantee the success of their businesses. In addition, because they may be suspicious of the intentions and motives of others, the ultra-rich frequently find it difficult to establish sincere connections. Many enigmatics are motivated by a desire to leave a positive and enduring legacy, even in the face of these hurdles. This drive frequently inspires people to support causes that are in line with their beliefs and betterment as a society, participate in philanthropy, and make social media investments. Some find that having a purpose balances the loneliness and demands of excessive riches, enabling them to focus their resources on worthwhile endeavors that advance society. A big part of the lives of many ultra-rich people is philanthropy. Prominent billionaires such as Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates have committed significant amounts of their wealth to philanthropic endeavors, serving as role models for their peers in the same financial class. The ultra-wealthy frequently create their own philanthropic foundations through which they can allocate their fortune to particular causes, ranging from social justice and environmental preservation to healthcare and education. The ultra-rich use these charitable endeavors as a method to leave a lasting legacy and make sure their riches has a positive influence on society. But there is debate around ultra-rich people's giving. Critics contend that a small number of people own a disproportionate amount of wealth, giving them disproportionate influence over social objectives and governmental policies. These affluent donors make judgments that can have a big impact on society, and their decision-making process is frequently opaque and lacking in accountability. Furthermore, others contend that the wealthy and powerful utilize philanthropy to effectively buy goodwill and divert attention from the public criticism of their wealth and business activities. The function of wealth in society. The existence of the ultra-wealthy presents significant issues regarding the effects of excessive wealth disparity, as well as the function of wealth in society. The ultra-rich are seen by some as emblems of a system that maintains inequality and concentrates power in the hands of a select few, while others see them as models of success and creativity. The effect of high wealth on social mobility is one of the main worries. The wealth gap between the ultra-rich and the rest of society grows as they accumulate more wealth, making it harder for people at the lower end of the economic spectrum to better their situation. Social tensions may arise as a result of this wealth disparity as individuals become more conscious of the differences in opportunities and standard of living. Furthermore, there are consequences for democracy and governance from the concentration of wealth among the ultra-rich. Individuals frequently use their riches to sway political decisions through lobbying, campaign contributions, and other political involvement activities. Because the interests of the wealthy are given precedence over those of the general public, this influence has the potential to erode the values of fairness and equal representation. Notwithstanding these difficulties, it is crucial to understand that money, in the right hands, can be a tremendous force for good. The wealthiest people on the planet possess the means to propel scientific inquiry, foster creativity, and tackle some of the most critical issues facing humanity. This potential, nevertheless, can only be fulfilled if the very wealthy are made to answer for their deeds and if their riches is allocated to projects that advance society as a whole. In conclusion, the private lives of the extremely wealthy provide insight into a world of privilege, luxury, and power that is out of reach for the majority of people. The ultra-rich enjoy financial freedom that enables them to live their life as they see fit, from private islands to unique investment opportunities. However, this riches also entails a great deal of responsibility and difficulty, such as handling the ethical ramifications of their money, maintaining intricate financial portfolios, and navigating legal and security issues. In the end, the ultra-rich's hidden lifestyles provide insightful perspectives on the challenges associated with riches and its obligations. The world can be greatly impacted by the ultra-rich, whether by investments, philanthropy, or social participation. To ensure that wealth is used as a force for good in society, this potential must be counterbalanced with a dedication to justice, accountability, and openness. Share with us about your thoughts and hit that subscribe button to watch more of us.